if you are a horse girl or a horse guy and you are not considering doing content creation, let me tell you why you should. So, first of all, horse people understand the long game. We understand the long haul, that a 2-year-old is not going to get broke overnight, and that we just are able to keep showing up no matter what. Like, we just keep showing up. So that is such a requirement for doing this, because people get 30 days into it and they don't see like instant gratification, and they're not like famous and making all this money, so they quit. We understand that creating a good horse takes years. So creating this could take years, but what else are we going to do? You know? The other thing is, we are completely used to being embarrassed. I had a horse that embarrassed me daily in public. It's not that bad, you guys. Like, everybody avoids embarrassment. I think there's some like popular phrase that I heard, like embarrassment is like an under explored emotion, and I think we avoid it so much, and it's like, it's just not that bad. And I think we have just like a sea of content around us. We have a sea of horses, ranches, an unconventional life, an unconventional career, things that we've learned, lessons, our travels to horse shows, our road trips, like hauling. It's just a sea of content. It is a sea. So while other people are in their apartment and they have like a 9-to-5 in accounting, and they're trying to figure out like, what would I even talk about? We have too much. We would have to filter through what we're going to talk about. So the other thing, beyond like why we're great at this, I just don't believe anymore that you can be a one-trick pony in the horse world as a professional. I don't think you can make money that way anymore. I think you have to, if you're going to be a trainer, you have to also be consigning horses, selling your own horses. If you are a horse boarding facility, you're also selling a product. You're selling shavings, you're selling bouquet. Like, you can't sustain in this world financially comfortably without having multiple streams of revenue. With that being said, they predict that by the early 2030s, that it will be a $1 trillion industry. So while everybody is complaining about like lesson barns are dying and boarding facilities are going under because it's so expensive and nobody will pay the rates, here's an industry that is projected to increase 3 to 5 times in the next 5 to 8 years, which means every influencer you see right now, every Katie Van Slyke, every Matt Mills, everybody that you're seeing online that's doing this, in 5 to 8 years, you will see 3 to 5 Katie Van Slykes, 3 to 5 whoever's that you're following. That means there's going to be a ton of seats at the table that are not filled, which you have to start that journey. You have to start in order to get a seat at the table, but there are going to be so many seats available. I think right now, what I had read is that brands now have a hard line item in their accounting for content creators. Like, they understand that we're not doing billboards anymore. We're not doing commercials anymore. We're not in magazines. We're not in newspapers. We're doing content creation. That's how brands are getting in front of audiences. That's how they're gaining attention. So I think of every brand of clothing that's Western influenced, riding influenced. I'm thinking of every truck, horse trailer, brand of feed. I'm thinking of every tack shop. I'm thinking of, I don't know what the laws are on prescriptions, but like, I'm thinking everything that we spend money in the horse world, all of those brands are going to be going forward saying, we have to find somebody to give them money to help us advertise this. And we're just sitting at home being like, I don't know. What are the people at the show going to say? I don't know. What if I'm embarrassed? Chances are you've probably embarrassed yourself in front of them already. Chances are. And I don't know, go to any warm-up pen at any horse show. I'd say about 80-90% of the people in there are currently embarrassing themselves, and they keep coming and they're paying to be at that horse show. So we're talking about us opting out of getting paid because we don't want to be embarrassed. Homegirl, you are embarrassing yourself anyways. So at least get paid for it. And the more you do it, the less embarrassing it will be. I've been doing this for 6 months and I don't feel embarrassed. That's maybe not fair for me to be the average person speaking here because I'm not easily embarrassed, but yeah, I've put out a lot of content and it's totally flopped. I've put out content that I thought was okay and then it just like went viral. I can tell you that really like the only thing that I can encourage you to do is just start. Make it exist and then make it good later. Make it exist and then make it good later. So if you want to follow along, kind of like watch how I'm doing it, dip your toe in the pond, the pool, and just kind of see somebody else go first, follow along, because I'm not going to edit this video. I am going to make this as honest and as just real life, no editing, no filtering, to show you this is what I'm doing and this is what I'm making. This is what is working, what is not working, apps I'm using, how much time it's taking, stuff like that.